Hello everybody, Debbie here from Easy Piano Styles. And today's lesson is on the diminished chord, which is a, as you can imagine by the name of it, diminished, made smaller. There's two ways to arrive at a diminished chord. And there's one, I'm going to explain how you get there, the theory, and what you do, blah, blah, blah. And the other is going to be a real shortcut method to playing a diminished chord, which I love. Alright, so diminished chord technically is, let's take a C major triad. Diminished chord is you bring the third of the triad, which in a C would be an E, down a half a step to E flat. You also bring the fifth down a half a step, so in this case it would be G flat. And that is a C diminished chord triad. Alright? The other way to get to a diminished triad, or diminished chord, you could also add a seventh onto that, by the way, is to just start with your root and count up 3 half steps, which is a minor third. 1, 2, 3. Voila. There you get your E flat, and then count up another minor third. And then you get F sharp. You can even do it again. 1, 2, 3, and there you get a fully diminished C diminished seventh chord. Beautiful. So it's a stack of minor thirds. So do you have to know what the major triad is before you get to the diminished? No, you actually don't have to. There are only 3 diminished chords on the piano. So if you play this, C diminished, that's also, I'm falling, it's also the same thing as an E flat diminished. Same notes. Or an F sharp diminished, same notes. Or an A diminished, same notes. So I'm putting this diminished seventh chord into its 4 different positions, and we have the same chord. Okay, so since there's only 12 notes in the piano, there are only 3 diminished chords. How cool is that? Now, let me just check to see how your picture is getting, because the camera just a little difficult. Okay. So, when to use a diminished chord? Well, when it says in a chart, diminished. So it's like D diminished, E flat diminished, E diminished, F diminished. And after a while, after playing diminished chords for a while, you can kind of eyeball what the minor third is. You don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You kind of feel it and see the distance, the spaces. Diminished chords are beautiful. They're a little spooky, you know, kind of suspenseful, right? One way that I use them a lot, when it's not actually written in the chart, would be if you have, there's a diminished chord. So, it's a nice chord to use when you're on your way from the 1 to the 2, by the way. So if you have a 1 chord and then a 2 chord, you can go 1 diminished and then go to the 2. Alright? 1, 2. You know how the 2-5-1 chord progression is extremely common progression in all of music, especially jazz and pop. So instead of going 1, 2, 5, 7, 1, you could go 1 diminished, and then 2, 5, 7, 1. So try out these diminished chords. Look for them in your songs and try practicing grabbing them. They're not nearly as common as major chords, minor chords, seventh chords, but you will see them, and they're nice transitional chords. All right, we'll talk later. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.